أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين رب السماوات والأرضين، والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ومولانا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وآل محمد، والصلاة والسلام على أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين، سيما مولانا بقية الله العظيم. ثم بعد، قال الله تبارك وتعالى في كتابه المجيد: يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلك خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون. صلوا على محمد وعلى محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
We are Muslims, we are Shia of Ahlul Bayt, inshallah ta'ala. And as a Shia, we have to have some certain qualities. And among those qualities, we should know the Quranic science, Quranic values. What are the Quranic teachings basically for us? Quran says the word وَذَرُوا, leave it, put it aside. This word or this phrase has been used in Quran for 4 times. Almost 4 times. I'm correct? It's been used for 4 times in a different places. Inshallah, in coming days we are going to discuss more about this phrase. Why Quran says leave this, stay away from this quality. What is the reason behind it basically? Quran says in an ayah, تِلْكَ حُدُودُ اللَّهِ فَلَا تَقْرَبُوهَا, if I'm correct. There are some boundaries of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do not go close to the boundaries. So, definitely do not cross the boundaries. When we cross the boundaries, then we fall into sin. We fall into the world of shaitan, Iblis. We have to remain into the field of Quranic values, the Quranic sciences. The Hindu follow his own book. The Christian follow the Bible. The Jew follow the Torah, his book. As a Muslim, the final book, the last book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for us is Quran. We have to follow Quran because we are the nation of Quran. We are the people of Quran. We are for Quran and Quran for us. The word has been used in Quran for us, for Quran and for us both. The word is ta'ahud. Ta'ahud is a deal between us and Quran. Okay, when we make deal with something with someone, we do something for that person. This is a deal between me and between you. We are doing something for Quran and Quran is doing something for us. According to Quran, when we recite Quran, we talk with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we recite salat, namaz, prayers, Allah talks to us. So there's a two-way connection between us and Quran. And there's a ta'ahud. Ta'ahud means a deal, a strong deal. Deal based on loyalty. Quran has a deal with us and we have a deal with Quran. We both work for each other. Quran is keeping its legal with us. Quran is ready to guide us. Quran is ready to teach us. Quran is ready to work on us. But we have to open Quran. If I say I am sick, and I called the doctor and I said, "Doctor, hello, how are you doing today?" "I'm good." And then you say, "Okay, bye-bye, cut down the phone." You're going to be good because you talked to the doctor? No, this is not enough. Doctor is going to tell you, "Come on and visit me." And you go and see doctor at the door and say, "MashaAllah, doctor is very healthy." You come back to home and say to your wife, "You'll be okay and I'll be okay because I saw the doctor." Is it enough? Definitely not. You have to discuss your issues with doctor. Dear doctor, this is my problem. Please help me heal. I need the remedies. And then he is going to think on your issues. He's going to listen to you, and then he's going to prescribe you the medicine. And you bring medicine into home, and you put it in the some corner, and say, yes, I'll be okay, inshallah. But remedy is in my home. Is this going to work for you? Definitely not. Unless you take this medicine with the guidance of doctor. If he says 2 tablets a day, 2 tablets a day. 3 tablets a day, then 3. 4, 4. 5, 5. When you listen to the doctor completely, then you can say, yes, now I'm going to be healed. I found some nice remedy for myself, for my children, for my wife, for my family. This is very good. You have to listen, doctor, carefully. You have to listen, doctor, carefully. There's a story in old times. A doctor gave a medicine for an old person to his son. The old person's son came to the doctor and said, doctor, my father is sick and he's very old. He told the doctor, okay, take this medicine to your father and give him this medicine. But before you give this medicine to him, shake it. He thought, I have to shake my father before giving the medicine. SubhanAllah. And he started shaking his father. After he came to the doctor, he said, I'm sorry, my father's dead. He said, what happened? He said, you told me before you give the medicine, shake it. And I shake my father. He said, no, you have to shake the medicine. You have to follow the doctor carefully. You have to follow the doctor carefully. Quran is a doctor for our nafs. We have to take our problems to the Quran. We have to take our medicine from Quran. We are going to visit the Quran, take our questions to the Quran. We have to read Quran every day. According to a hadith from Ahlul Bayt and Rasulullah, a mu'min has to recite every day at least 50 ayah. For some reason, if you're not able to recite 50 ayah, then 40, then 30, at least 20. Read Quran with tarjuma, with translation, in your own language. If you understand Arabic, go for Arabic. If you understand Persian, go for Persian. If you understand Urdu, go for Urdu. For Hindi, for what language you like, English. But you have to go into the Quran. And then you have to ask answers from Quran. Oh Allah, I have a lot of questions. 6,000 ayat. What they're talking to us. What is the message hidden in Quran? Quran is not only for putting it on the shelf. No, this is barakat in my home. I have Quran in my home. For 30 years sitting on the wall. No. Quran is the book of life. Quran is the book of human culture. Quran is a book for all of us, all human beings. But the first one, they're going to act and they're going to work based on this Islamic science, is Muslim. We are the first one you're going to read the Quran, understand the Quran and work based on it. Understand Quran. Live life based on Quranic science. We do not accept it from, we do not expect it from a Christian, a Hindu, an atheist, a Jew. No. First, we are going to learn Quran, live according to Quranic values. When we are perfect on it, then others, they are going to see us and they are going to listen to Quran, they are going to follow Quran. Because we are going to become the beauty of Quran. This is the first step. Quran has dealt with us. Quran has ta'ahud with us. Quran is ready to teach. And science is there. Knowledge is there. Ma'rifat, the deep knowledge is there. But we have to go in Quran. Quran says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, idha nudiya lis-salat min yawmil jum'ah, fas'aw ila dhikrillah. O people of Iman, O people of faith, when you are called upon Salat al-Jum'ah, Jum'ah prayer, fas'aw ila dhikrillah. Quran doesn't say walk towards Salat. Think and then go. No, fas'aw. Run towards Salat. Go for Salat. Leave everything. فَاسْعَوْا إِلَىٰ ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. And then Quran says, وَذَرُوا الْبَيْءَ. Leave your business aside. Leave your job aside. Bay is your business. You buy, you sell. You have control on it. If you can leave it, leave your business. Leave your business, go for Salat al-Jum'ah. Be the part of Salat al-Jum'ah. Listen to an alim, listen to a mujtahid. If there's a scholar who's been studying for many, many years in Hawza, he has knowledge for you, he has ilm for you. Listen to him. Go and listen to him carefully. فَاسْعَوْا إِلَىٰ ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ وَذَرُوا الْبَيْعَ. Leave the bay, leave the business aside. Why? ذَلِكَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ إِن كُنتُمْ. This is good. I know you think you are good doing business. You think business is more important to you. But I know this salat is more important for you. Who says? Not Shaykh Ammar, not some other scholar. No. Quran is saying, Allah is saying, I know what is good for you. There's a beautiful story one day when a Sahabi of Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam came to visit Imam Jafar Sadiq and he said, O son of Rasulullah, Yabna Rasulullah, I want to go for some business. Would you allow me? Is this good for me? Imam said no. Or maybe he did an istikhara with Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam. Imam said no, istikhara is not good. Stay in the city. But later on, he changed his mind and he went for that trip. And he made a big profit in this business. After a few months, he came back and he said, Oh Imam, I'm so sorry saying that. You told me don't go, but I went. And I earned a lot of profit out of my business. Why you said no to me? What's the reason? And then Imam said, do you remember that when you were going to this city and you slept and you missed your Salat al-Subh, Salat al-Fajr, the morning prayers? You don't know how much you lose there. You made only money. But there was something else for you. You missed that point. You missed that Salat. Imam knows better. Rasul knows better. Allah knows better. They know who we are, what we need, and what is khair for us, what is good for us. We said, Allah, no, we want this, we want this, we want this. Allah says, no, you want this. I know this is good for you. You think you need this, but you need that thing. But this is better for you. I know you deserve this. Quran says, فَاسْعَوْا إِلَىٰ ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. Make this run towards Salat al-Jum'ah, towards Salat, towards Masjid as a policy of your life. You have to be firm on this thing, on this decision. Go for it. Salat al-Jum'ah. This is the first priority. It has to be a priority for you. Leave your business, leave your job. فَاسْعَوْا إِلَىٰ ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ وَذَرُوا الْبَيْعَ. Leave business aside. I know you think business is more important to you. In few hours you can make more money. But no worries. I will take care of you. Rizq is in Allah's hand. You go, pray for Salat al-Jum'ah, and I will provide you rizq. I will provide you sustenance. I will provide you life and food. Don't worry. This is my job. وَذَرُوا الْبَيْءَ. ذَرُوا الْبَيْءَ. Completely forget it. For this time, leave it. That's why in the old times, even though some Maraji until now, they say, if you have a mujtahid and a scholar is praying Salat al-Jum'ah around you, it is wajib on you. You have to go and join Salat al-Jum'ah. Even though now lots of Maraji they say, even though now. There are few Maraji that say it's not wajib, but there are Maraji they say it's wajib on you. The reason is, if a mujtahid is praying, a great scholar is praying with you, in your city, in your town, just join. Go for Salat al-Jum'ah. It is necessary, it is lazim. It is important to you because there is a khair, you don't know what is the khair for you. There's a benefit for you and you don't know what is that benefit. Allah is saying, I know your benefit better than you. Khair is a good benefit. And I know what is your benefit. You think this is not your benefit? No, there is your benefit. And if you go for your benefit, you will know that, what you're going to receive from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because sometimes you think, people they think sometimes, maybe Allah is going to care for me or not. But this is the biggest mistake. Allah is always taking care of us. Well, we have to work, and we have to make halal rizq, halal sustenance. There's a beautiful hadith from Rasulullah where it says, إن الله تعالى يحب العبد المؤمن محترف. Allah loves a mu'min who work hard, who does job, who do business. People that are sitting at home and waiting for the rizq of Allah. Because Allah promised the rizq is coming. No, nothing is going to come. Nothing is going to come. We have to work hard. You have to study hard to become a doctor. You have to work hard to become an engineer. You have to work hard to become a lawyer. You have to work hard to become a businessman, but you have to work. Rasulullah says Allah loves the person, loves the man who work for rizq and for halal rizq. And then after that, Quran says, the ayah says in Surah Jum'ah, وَإِذَا قُضِيَتْ, when the salat is done, you finish your wajib salat, your Jum'ah prayers, okay. فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ, now you can go everywhere on the earth, on this land, on this ground. You're free. Go ahead. Your salat is done. Your duty is done. When your duty is done, you're good now. Follow the rules and be safe. قُولُوا لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ تُفْلِحُوا. Falah means success. When you say La ilaha illallah, you are going to be successful into the communities. You are safe. You have haqq on another Muslim. You have right on another Muslim. A Muslim has to support a Muslim. A Muslim has to love a Muslim. A Muslim has to respect another Muslim. So you have to love each other. You have to respect. Because what? Because of saying La ilaha illallah. You are on one ship. You are under the ship of La ilaha illallah, the ship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Quran says, فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ. And now, go around the earth. Everywhere you want to go, go and go for rizq. Go for rizq, for sustenance. Do business again. Go for your job. You have to raise your wife, your kids. You have a lot of responsibilities. Go for your responsibilities. But when you are done with your duties, then come on. Go around and earn لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. And then if you do this, with this condition, if you put your work, business aside, then I'm going to support you. When you go for Salat al-Jum'ah, then I'm going to support you. I'm going to protect you, Allah saying, لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. But if you don't do that, maybe you become the people of success. So make your deal with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strong. When Allah says, you have to go, then go for it. We have to listen our maraji, our ulama. When we do taqleed, we have to follow them. We have to listen to them. If they say you have to do it, you have to go there and that place. We have to go for it. We have to make deal with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah loves the people. They make deal with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And they live according to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's another saying of Rasulullah about the halal rizq, where he says, طلب الحلال فريضة على كل مسلم ومسلمة. Rizq halal is farida. Farida in Arabic is wajib. It's obligatory. We have to go for rizq halal. Talab halal. Talab halal. Talab halal means we have to work hard for earning something halal for us, not haram. And halal, this term is completely well-known term because we see everything on this in this country, products saying halal, this is halal, permissible. Now you can go for halal. And not only for, it has to be halal first of all. And when it is halal, then you go behind halal. Halal is not only for in food halal. No, it has to be earned by the way of halal. Not by the way of bribery. Not by the way of cheating. This is what I discussed this word yesterday. Not by the way of right? Stealing something. No, it has to be halal. Halal means when we work for something. We work 4 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours. An engineer works, a doctor works, a lawyer works. A mushtahid, an alim, lots of marajid they say, we have to study every day 8 to 10 hours about religion. Then lots of ulama they say this scholarship is halal on you. People they're working Doctors are working, engineers working, lawyers working. And alim has to work. Work on what? On ijtihad, on fiqh, on Islamic jurisprudence, on philosophy of Islam, on history of Islam, on belief. Every scholar has to study hard. When we study hard, when we work hard, when we work for something, for some purpose, some positive reasons, and then when we make money out of it, this is halal for us. This is sustenance. Halal has sustenance. It's a halal rizq. And this is important. A Shia cannot follow the way of haram. We cannot go for stealing. We cannot go for bribery. We cannot go for bad things. We cannot go for support. If I deserve for a place, if you deserve for a place, if Mr. A deserve for a place, and B is doing his job sitting on his place, then he's cheating him. And he's cheating himself basically into the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because if A deserves, we should not be there. And this is the point. When this person is making money, this money is haram. We have to do our own job in a very perfect way, in a very good way, in a very best way. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. We have to work. All Muslim, all Shia, people of Quran, they have to work. And we are going to work, definitely, inshallah. But we have to work in a good way, in an appropriate way, in a proper way, in a halal way. There's a beautiful hadith from Rasulullah where it says, Inna Allah yubghidu ash-shab al-farigh. People, young people, are sitting at home, doing nothing. Nowadays we see people sitting at home, playing PlayStations, all the time, mobile phones, all the time. No, sometimes yes. But we have to work hard. We have to work hard. We have to study more. We have to work on Quran, study, science, lots of things. We cannot say now just we're sitting at home because my parents, they are wealthy people, they're going to feed us. They're going to support us. No. Even though they are wealthy, we have to work hard. Rasulullah doesn't like young person who's sitting at home doing nothing. No. We are not allowed to waste our time. We have to do something good. Helping parents, helping the community, helping ourselves, making for something for the future. It has to be like that. Rasulullah says, Inna Allah yubghadu ash-shab al-farigh. People that are sitting at home doing nothing, no. Allah has yubghadhum, Allah doesn't like them. Allah hates these people. If you're sitting at home, at least we can read some good books. And then opposite way, what Rasulullah says, he says, Al-qadu li'ayalihi kal-mujahid fi sabilillah. The person who is trying hard, working hard for his family, for his wife and kids, for himself, for his future. The person who is working hard, doing good job, doing good business, trying hard, making efforts, kal-mujahid fillah. He's just like a person who tried hard with his whole entire life for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ya Allah, I'm not praying, I'm not fasting, I'm not going for Hajj, I'm going to work. But halal sustenance, halal rizq. For halal sustenance. I'm working hard, working for my family. Allah says, no, I'm not going to leave you. You're doing very good. You're behind your responsibilities. And you have the responsibility. When you have responsibility, you have to go for this responsibility. And you're working hard. And I'm going to give you Jannah for this. I love this person, Allah says. Rasulullah, he loved this person. The person who is working hard for his family, for his children, for his wife, he's just like the one who killed into the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who died into the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is the point. This is the point. Quran says everybody has to work, halal. Allah has created rizq for all human beings, for all creatures, for all, everything breathe has rizq from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One day, Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. One day, Janabe Sulaiman Nabi, he was sitting on the rock and he saw a small ant carrying a small piece of wheat in her mouth and taking it to somewhere. And she went close to the water, to the ocean, and all of a sudden a frog came out of the water and eat this ant. Gone. She has gone into the stomach of frog. And Janab Sulaiman Nabi was still sitting there for an hour, and after an hour, this frog came out and he put back this ant from his mouth. Again out. But she was not holding that small piece of wheat in her mouth. Janab Sulaiman Nabi, he asked from the ant, "Where have you been? Where did you go? I saw you went into the mouth of frog, and then where did you go?" She said, "This frog took me into the deep water, and there's a small piece of stone, and there's a hole in it. And into the hole there's a small worm in it. And I was taking this small piece of wheat for that small creature. That was my job. The frog, he took me to that stone, and I put this small piece of wheat into the mouth of that worm. And then this frog take me back. He took me back, and now I'm back here." Subhanallah. Then Janab Sulaiman Nabi, he asked from this ant, when you fed this small creature, worm, what did he say to you? That is the beautiful part of this story. That small creature, what did he say to you? Did he say to you, "Thank you very much"? What did he say to you? Then she said, this small creature, he told me, "Ya man la tansani fi jawf hadhihi as-sakhra tahta hadhihi al-lujjah bi rizqik." Oh Allah, who don't forget me and my rizq into this deep water, into this hole. Don't forget me, and you provide me rizq, you provide me sustenance, my food. Oh Allah, you did this for me. لا تنسي عبادك المؤمنين برحمتك. Please do not forget your mu'mineen according to your rahmah, for the sake of your mercy. Subhanallah. This small worm is doing dua for mu'mineen. And he asked from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, "Oh Allah, do not forget mu'mineen from their rizq. Provide them rizq halal." And this is the promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the promise of Ahlul Bayt and Rasulullah. When we do something for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah made all creatures into the land and to the oceans. They do istighfar for us. We have a lot of ahadith in this topic. A lot of ahadith from Ahlul Bayt. They do istighfar. They do tawbah. They say, "Oh Allah, forgive this abd." They ask forgiveness for us from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They talk to Allah. They do dua. They pray for us. All creatures. When moment he put his way into halal path, it's all upon us. When we go into haram, you know what happened into the day of Karbala? When Imam Hussein, he was talking to the army of Yazid, and he said, "What you are going to do with me?" They were trying to don't listen to Imam Hussein. Imam Hussein, he said, "Because your stomach is full of haram, you can't listen to me, you can't understand my logic. When the stomach is full of haram, it's not going to happen. This stomach has to be full of halal, permissible food, which is haram we cannot eat. We cannot go for haram. We cannot earn haram money. No. When this stomach is full with the halal, then we can support Sahib al-Zaman. Then we can support Imam Jafar Sadiq. Then we can support Imam al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib. Then we can support Rasulullah. Then we can support Quran. But there's a condition. Allah is not going to take us away from any kind of risk. No, there's no way. There's a beautiful ayah. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. وَتَرَى كَثِيرًا مِّنْهُمْ يُسَارِعُونَ فِي الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. There's an ayah in Quran for a group of people, Surah Ma'idah, ayah number 62. What Quran says? وَتَرَى كَثِيرًا مِّنْهُمْ يُسَارِعُونَ فِي الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. There's a lot of people, you see, they are running towards ithm. Ma'asiyat means sin. People are running towards sin. They think they can make something out of sin. No, we cannot make anything out of sin. No way. And udwan, the big sin. No. وَتَرَى كَثِيرًا مِّنْهُمْ يُسَارِعُونَ فِي الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ وَأَكْلِهِمُ السُّحْتِ. And because of the sin, because of big sin, they eat suht. Suht is a highly dirty food, highly najis food, which is completely haram. There's no doubt what we call suht in Arabic. When we go towards the way of haram, into the way of haram, then by the going into the way of haram, when we earn, this is going to be very, very haram food. We cannot have that food. But there's a group of people in the dunya, they go for it. Because they're behind their position, they're just behind their name, they're just behind their shuhra. Shuhra means what? Popularity. They just want to be popular. They do everything to become popular. They want to make money. They do everything for making money. Quran says, no, don't do that. No, we cannot do that. We are allowed to go into the way of halal. Only halal path. When we go into the way of halal, only then we can say, oh Allah, we did our best. We can say, I love Allah, I love Quran, I love Rasulullah, right? I love Ahlul Bayt. And we go into the negative ways. No way. It's not going to happen. For going to Jannah, for going to join Rasulullah into the day of Qiyamah and afterward, for going to join Abu Abdullah Hussein into the Qiyamah and after Qiyamah, we have to make a deal with Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. And that deal is, oh Ahlul Bayt, we are going to follow your way. And definitely the way of Ahlul Bayt is the way of halal. There's no haram in it. Only halal way. Only this is the only way it's going to be in our support. And that way is going to make us people of success. There's the only way. People they are going into the world of sin, into the world of great sins, and they are going to eat haram and very haram, extremely haram. These people they are going to be in trouble. There's no way. They have to be very careful. And people sometimes think we should go for risk, and this is the only way of risk. No, risk means what we need to live on this planet. What we need to live, that's it. And this is our sustenance. And the only provider for this sustenance is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah creates the situation by that we can reach to that sustenance. This is the only way. How is Allah provide? Allah says in the Quran, وَمَا مِن دَابَّةٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ. There is no creature on this planet. Something breathes, something eats, something is hard in blood. Whether it's big or very small. Millions of creatures exist on this planet. وَمَا مِن دَابَّةٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَّا عَلَى اللَّهِ رِزْقُهَا. إِلَّا عَلَى اللَّهِ. Only Allah is responsible for their sustenance. You human being, you are ashraful makhluqat, according to Quran and Rasulullah and Ahlul Bayt, you are the best creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are the best of best. You are the topmost. You are the best and topmost. Definitely He is going to feed you. But when you have trust, when we have trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because of that, there's a beautiful story of Amir al-Mu'mineen. A person came to Imam Ali and he stole something from Imam Ali. The next day Imam Ali, he saw him and said, why you did this? I was going to give you this thing as a gift. I know you asked from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah, I need this. And I was thinking to give you this thing as a gift. But when you steal something, it's haram. Why you follow the way of haram? When you ask something from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, just wait for Allah's response. And be and remain into the way of and path of halal. Do not go against the Allah's rules. No. When you stay into the way of Allah, into the path of Allah, He is going to provide you if you deserve for that. If you don't deserve it, He says, no, I'm not going to give you this thing. Because you do not deserve it. Sometimes our kids, our children, they ask from us, knife. Why did you give me knife? I want to play with the knife. No, we say, no, we're not going to give you this knife. Why? Because you might cut your fingers. Knife is good, but when you're adult, you know what is good, what is bad. Then it's good. Otherwise, no, you're not going to provide this knife to the kids. We ask something from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, says, no, I'm not going to give you this. Because maybe this is hard for you, you don't know that. You ask something from Allah and then you have to wait. You have to keep asking from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's a beautiful hadith from Shahe Najaf where it says it is impossible if you keep knocking the door of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How we can keep knocking the door? What is that? This is prayer. This is pray. Dua. When we ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala something, we keep asking into halal way, with the way of halal, then one day this door is going to open on us. Definitely. One day this door is going to open on us. Because according to a hadith from Ahlul Bayt, Allah's love to us is 1,000 times more than a mother's love to her child. SubhanAllah. Allah's not going to put us aside. He is going to provide what we need. But if that thing is in our favor. So we have to work hard. We have to go for halal. We have to ask help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to go and follow the rules of Quran. We have to read Quran. We have to understand Quran. And then we have to wait from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then He is going to provide every single thing to us. This is the only way. And this is the all message of Quran. Into this part, into the part of risk, into the piece of sustenance. Allah will provide everything. No worries. وَمَا مِن دَابَّةٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَّا عَلَى اللَّهِ رِزْقُهَا. There's no creature on this planet except Allah has His sustenance on His hand, in His hand. Allah will provide food for every single creature. وَيَعْلَمُ مُسْتَقَرَّهَا وَمُسْتَوْدِعَهَا كُلٌّ فِي كِتَابٍ مُبِينٍ. And not only Allah will provide the food and sustenance for all creatures, Allah knows the place where you live and where every single creature lives. Surah Hud, ayah number 6. Surah Hud, ayah number 6. Not only is Allah going to provide the risk, He knows the place. You live in Alexandria, that person lives in Dallas, that person lives in Chicago, in what street, in what place, in what home. Not only you, Ashraful Makhluqat, the best of creations. No, for all creation. Billions of creation on this planet. Billions of creatures. Allah is going to provide food for them because Allah knows where they live. Allah knows. The ayah says, وَيَعْلَمُ مُسْتَقَرَّهَا. Allah knows completely where they live. Where He is sitting now. Where is the place He's asking from there, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَمُسْتَوْدَعَهَا. And where is He moving? From this way to this way. For risk, for sustenance, no worries. Allah is going to provide food for this person, for this creature, for this human being, for everybody. But we have to remain in the way of halal. We have to go, we have to work hard, and we have to be in touch with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So how are we going to be in touch with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How is possible? When we follow His orders, then we are in touch with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we do not follow the orders, then we are not, definitely not. Just like I gave the example at the beginning of this majlis. I see the doctor, I talk with the doctor, I brought the medicine in home. Is this going to work? No. Unless the last step. You take this medicine as doctor prescribes you. Then you are good. You can say, now I'm going to be healed. I'm going to have the benefit of this medicine because you follow the doctor. Quran is the remedies for all human sickness. The ayat of Quran is a remedy for all human trouble, human problems. But you have to go in it, we have to search it, we have to find it. When we go in it, when we find it, then we can say, yes, I read Quran, I understand Quran, I ask from alim, I ask from mujtahid. Then you are good. And then you have to follow the steps of Quran. You have to follow the steps of science, the steps of knowledge. Then we can become the best people towards Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu. Quran says, وَلَا تَتَبَدَّلُوا الْخَبِيثَ بِالطَّيِّبِ. Oh people, don't change your sustenance. From what? From good to bad. There's a halal food, there's a haram food. There's a halal way of risk, working for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is halal. There's haram way. Shimr, what he did? He made a deal with Shimr, he made a deal with Yazid. He could have made this deal with Imam Hussein, but he cannot make this deal with Imam Hussein unless he change himself. While he is Shimr as a Shimr, with the Shimr qualities, he's not going to be friend of Imam Hussein. He has to change. He has to change from who to who. He has to turn from being Shimr to being Hur. When he change, then he can make a deal with Abdullah Hussein. What happened to Janab Hur? Oh Hur, you live for whole life for Yazid. But he made a sentence with Imam Hussein. He said, Ya Hussein, I respect for your mother, Sayyidah Zahra Salamun Alayha. And that's why I could not reply to you in a bad way. He still had the hope, the love of Fatima Zahra Salamun Alayha in his heart. That's why people like Ammar Sa'd, people like Harmale, or Hurmula, people like Shimr, they can make deal with Yazid. They can make deal with Muawiyah. They can make deal with others. But they cannot make deal with Imam Hussein ﷺ. Unless they have to color themselves into the color of Abdullah Hussein. When they color themselves into the color of Imam Hussein, then they are good. What happened at the beginning when this caravan of Imam Hussein received or reached to the Karbala? Janab Habib ibn Mazahir, he saw in the market lots of people, they're buying swords, they're making their sword, they're getting ready for some. So what happens? What's going on? What's happening? All of a sudden he saw a messenger came from who? From Imam Hussein saying that, oh Hur, join us. He said, wow, my Imam, he needs me. He's living into his life. He's doing his business. He's doing his job. But his color is not the color of Shimr. His color is color of Hussein. His color of General Abbas. He lived with good qualities, with the qualities of Quran. He lived into the halal way. He ate halal rizq. He worked hard for staying in halal way. When he received this, definitely I have to go for it. I have to go for Hussein ibn Ali. I have to go help my Imam. When he reached to the Karbala, Janab Hur, he ran towards Imam Hussein. He had business, he had job, he has a lot of things. He quit every single thing and he ran towards Karbala. When he arrived to Karbala, the servant of Janab Zainab, that Kanis, Fiza, she came to Janab Zainab, she said, oh Bibi Zainab, Habib is here with us. Habib joined us. You know what Janab Zainab, she said? Send my salam to Habib. Go and give my salams to my Habib. Habib, he's our friend. He's friend of my brother from childhood. Go and give him my salam. When Fizza came to give salam to Janab Habib, he fell down from the back of horse on the land saying that, what happened? I had to give you salam. Why she's giving me salam? Are they in distress? They need my help? I'm always here. I'm always in support of Abdullah Hussein. I'm for Abdullah Hussein. I live for Imam Hussein. I die for Imam Hussein. Why you are sending salam? It's my honor. I have to give you salam. It's not you're going to give me salam. This is the thing. When Janab Muslim ibn Awzada, he was becoming shaheed, he was dying. The last moment, you know what he said to Jabal Hazil Abbas? He said, oh Abbas, be very careful of Hussein. I am leaving this world, I'm going to die. I'm becoming shaheed. But you're still alive. Protect your Imam. Be with your Imam. Lots of people, they were standing around Imam Hussein, but they never think about Imam Hussein. He's the son of Rasulullah. They're killing son of Rasulullah. How come you can kill son of Rasulullah? How is possible? How is possible? Rasulullah, when he used to see Imam Hussein into the childhood, he used to say to Amir al-Mu'mineen, O Ali, be very careful of Hussein. And then after saying this, many times he used to kiss the neck of Imam Hussein, saying that, Ya bunayya uqabbil mawdi' as-suyuf minka wa abki. Oh Hussein, I want to kiss your neck. This is the place of swords. I know that you are going to be killed for me, for my mission, for Quran, for Ahlul Bayt, for the sake of truth. And he used to kiss Imam Hussein's neck because he knew what was going to happen to Imam Hussein. They know it. Habib ibn Mazahir, from childhood, he knew it was going to happen. When he came to Imam Hussein Islam into the Karbala, he said, I am happy to join you. They knew it, they are going to die tomorrow. The next day there's death. Just few days and they're gone. But they never thought about the death. They knew it, that life is in support of Ahlul Bayt. The life is with Imam Hussein. If you're against Imam Hussein, there's no life. Life is only for Imam Hussein, for the sake of Imam Hussein, for the mission of Imam Hussein. Then, when we are with Imam Hussein, then we have life. Then Rasulullah said many, many times in his life, oh Ali, be very careful of Hussein. You have to keep eyes on Hussein because I love this child. I love this small child. Hussein is going to be killed. Killed for what? He is going to be killed for me. When Imam Hussein he came to the grave of Rasulullah, he started crying and he put his face on the qabr of Rasulullah, on the grave of Rasulullah, saying that, oh Rasulullah, innal qawm farraqu bayni wa baynak. Oh Allah, oh Rasulullah, I don't like to leave you here. I want to stay in Medina. But this qawm, these people, they made me to leave this city. Now I'm going to leave you. Because of these people, I'm going to protect you. I'm going to protect your name. I'm going to protect your mission. I'm not going to leave alone, oh Ya Rasulullah, even though if I have to give my family, my wife, my children, because these people, they are going to change your name, they are going to change your mission, but I'm going to save your mission. Even they kill my Ali Asghar, they kill my Ali Akbar, they kill Abbas, they kill everybody, they kill best of best, but I'm going to save you, I'm going to save your name. There's a beautiful shaykh from Sayyid Radi when he says, Karbala la zilta qarban wa bala ma laqi indaka ala Mustafa qataluhu ba'da ilmin minhum. They knew they're killing Imam Hussein, they're killing the whole progeny of Rasulullah, the household of Rasulullah, innahu khamis wa ashab al-kisa. They knew who they're killing to Imam Hussein, who is the best one to Rasulullah. Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Rakam biqada'ihi tasliman li'amri. سيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون مات الحسين.
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya